Welcome to Sunshine and Square Feet Podcast. We are so excited to start the new year here in 2026.
We really are. But before we dive into, resolutions for the year ahead, we want to reflect on the progress the village has made in 2025. That is what today's show is all about.
And what a year it was. Honestly, when I look at the research coming out of 2025, I see a community that is just absolutely thriving. We saw explosive lifestyle growth, massive infrastructure success, and a vibe that truly cements this place as the premier destination for active adults.
I see why you're excited, Jim, but I look at the 2025 numbers and, well, I see a slightly different story. The research points to some shifting economic realities. While the infrastructure is certainly expanding, the cost structures and market dynamics shifted pretty significantly last year, creating a much more complex picture for residents.
I understand the caution, but you really can't deny that Disney World for adults energy we saw solidify last year. I mean, just look at the physical expansion. By late 2025, we saw the completion of Phase 1 of the Eastport Town Center. That is a massive milestone for the lifestyle evolution here, blending that old world charm with, modern amenities. Plus, the innovation is incredible. We officially saw the excitement build around the new autonomous vehicle pilot program. It's making travel easier for residents who might not want to drive a golf cart anymore.
That technological progress is fascinating, I admit. However, I'm not convinced that infrastructure growth equals financial health for everyone. If you look at the financial landscape from 2025, we saw a distinct shift to what they call a buyer's market. According to research from Realtors News, while the physical footprint grew, home value growth actually dipped to negative 1.4%. That's a correction that current residents really need to be aware of, even if the new buildings are shiny and new.
I hear that, but I think you have to weigh home values against the sheer volume of lifestyle benefits that surged in 2025. The stats are staggering. We hit over 3.2 million rounds of golf played in a single year. We now have 277 pickleball courts and 110 swimming pools available to residents. When you buy here, you aren't just buying a house, you're buying access to 125 recreation centers. That utility value is just through the roof.
Utility is great, but affordability is the real constraint. I'm looking at the budget tracking research from Michael and Tiffany, which was very eye-opening this past year. They highlighted a significant gap between the official estimates and reality. The official number for monthly fixed costs, amenity fees, taxes, trash, bonds for a standard patio villa is around $954, but real-world tracking showed it averaging over $1,116 a month. That's a stark difference. We saw trash fees jump nearly 37% and maintenance assessments up over 20%. So, yeah, the amenities are world-class, but the price tag attached to them is climbing faster than inflation.
Costs are a factor everywhere, though, and demand here remains incredibly resilient. The population grew by 1.2%, reaching roughly 84,000 residents in 2025. That steady influx of people is what drives the vibrancy. Look at the development on County Road 473, 1,500 new homes were approved. And let's not forget the commercial wins. I mean, Costco purchased a 19-acre tract. That kind of commercial investment only happens when the demographic demand is undeniable.
I look at that Costco announcement and I see convenience, sure. But regarding that demand, Realtors News gave the market a score of 28 out of 100 in 2025, classifying it as a declining market. Now, I actually frame that differently than you might expect. This is what I'd call happy news if you are looking to buy. Inventory is up and sellers are cutting prices, which makes it easier to enter the community now than it was during, say, the boom years of 2021. The growth is there, but the leverage has shifted away from the sellers.
Well, regardless of market leverage, people move here for peace of mind. And 2025 proved again that this is a sanctuary. We maintain an A-plus crime grade. The research shows the villages is safer than 97% of U.S. cities. That feeling of security is frankly priceless.
It is remarkably safe, I totally agree. But even there, the 2025 research adds some necessary nuance. It's not a uniform blanket of safety. The data shows that the Northwest neighborhoods see about 142 incidents a year, compared to the Northeast, which sees practically zero. that isn't because the Northwest is dangerous. It's purely due to the retail traffic and visitor density. Understanding that distinction is key for a resident choosing where to buy.
That's a fair geographic point. But taking a step back, 2025 was a year of unmatched amenities and physical expansion that keeps this community right at the top of the retirement wish list.
It is definitely a premium lifestyle, but the 2025 research is a clear signal that residents need to budget more carefully for those rising fixed costs and, watch their home equity trends.
There is certainly plenty to watch as we move forward. Please like and subscribe to the podcast.
Thanks for listening, and we'll see you on the next show.